Jordan, Eric, Mark, can we officially call this a success?
It was a
We're
successful
moments
day.
away from the fireworks. The vendors are pulling out. My daughter had the worst look of sadness as the inflatables were
Aw.
going down. But I think it was a success. I think everybody
This
had a good
is,
time. What are your
if
thoughts?
if anything, it taught us this is the first of many.
Yeah.
We wanted to do this mainly for the community, but get the first one under our belt, learn
Yeah.
what to not do for next time, what we should triple down on for the next one. So we've already been brainstorming a few ideas of
No, I'm sure.
what we'll definitely have, community day next year, but we've already been talking about scrambles and Halloween parties
That'd
and
be
doing
nice.
Christmas stuff. So yeah, this is the first of many summer community days for Rich Investment Group.
I mean, for the first time you guys putting this on, everything was pretty organized.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good flow.
Never would have guessed that we figured this out 3 weeks ago.
I think it's indicative of the team that we have for sure. It's there's a lot that goes on behind the
yeah.
scenes, and one thing that I have to say about our group is it's not for lack of trying. Like everybody that's associated with what we got going on, it's tell me what you need me to do, and I'm all hands on deck. So can't thank our team enough.
And you put trust in like the vendors that they knew what they were doing. They probably
Yeah.
you put trust in us to put the music on. We
Absolutely,
we knew the
no,
system.
you guys
and
were. That's what I told you in the very beginning. You guys were game changers, so we
just having
really
having a little
appreciate
music.
it.
And the music choice was awesome. You guys let me do classic rock. That's
Yeah.
that's my forte.
I had a half a dozen people come up to me like, man, I don't know who's doing the music, but they do it again next year.
Nice,
So,
nice.
Yep. No, you're a mainstay in every Rich Investment Group community day event that we ever have. So.
Yeah, that's right. Not on the camera.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, normally we have people coming to us before the first song and be like, "You guys want to be too loud." It's like already just
Nope. This was
perfect.
perfect. Like Eric said, I heard nothing but great things. Really, all the way around. Like people were happy with the food vendors.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were happy with super happy with the music. They loved the golf carting back and forth. I really didn't hear any negative comments whatsoever. I had a couple people say, other taco trucks and stuff like that, but I think the taco or the trucks that we had,
Yeah. Southpaw
great
Eats,
food. Southpaw
Yeah.
Eats, B1 Barbecue,
Kurt's Ice Cream. Yeah.
They did awesome.
We even got the weather right.
yeah, we did.
Yep.
That's all us.
If there was no breeze, it would have been rough today.
Yeah.
It was perfect. And you said Kurt James and friend, Kurt James Fun and Games. That's who.
James Fun and Games.
yeah,
Yep.
that was awesome. They
came
really-
by and they were awesome because they had another mechanical bull that was supposed to be dueling.
Uh-huh.
And they had a malfunction last minute, and they just threw in other stuff. Just
Oh, yeah.
'cause they wanted to be solid on our agreement. So yeah, they brought a little bit extra stuff for the little kids, and that actually ended up being huge hits
Yeah.
for the little kids. So
Yeah.
thank you to Kurt James Fun and Games
'Cause,
for pivoting and helping
That
us.
that long obstacle course, I remember they had the same one or similar to Wheeling Park concert we went to, and Layla might have waited in line for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She came here and saw one or two kids in front of her. Her whole day was her whole summer was made.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it.
Ohio Valley Foams
Yes.
was huge.
Yeah.
Every kid loved the foams. So Eric Connor and those guys over there for the Ohio Valley Foams.
Yep.
Like we're definitely going to have them back and have them involved with
Oh, yeah.
a lot of stuff that we do in the moving forward.
That was cool when a breeze hit and you
Yeah.
just saw
Yeah.
like that whole
Yeah.
foam rain come down.
Yeah, typhoon.
They
of
covered
foam just
everyone.
flowing through the
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
I think everybody touched that today.
Yeah. Eric was awesome. And for anybody else that has a community day event, I couldn't recommend them enough. He kind of, we started at 2, and he came over and he's like, I've seen it. I don't think we should do it right at 2.
Yeah.
I kind of know when to run it, and I said, you do your thing. And the second he started, it just seemed like everything opened up. There was more
Yeah.
kids that came, and I'm like, no, you always do your thing. Don't
Right,
let
yeah.
us kind of dictate it. So yeah, thank you to Eric.
Another silent hero for the day that I thought went over a lot with kids was custom creations,
Oh,
making
yeah.
T-shirts and
Yes.
stuff like that.
That was awesome.
Kids doing crafts and everything with them. I think that went over really, really well. I didn't
agree,
expect quite of a turnout and everything for what they do, but man, I seen half a dozen shirts kids were
Oh,
making
yeah.
and doing.
Yeah, Layla made one. I'm sure that's going to be her shirt the
Oh,
rest of the
yeah.
summer, almost every day.
Yeah,
Love
so
it. Love it. Yeah, Custom Creations, they really helped out. The shirts, the sign, helping kids. So if you are local needing, great t-shirt work, and they do a little bit of everything. So definitely recommend Custom Creations in Bridgeport.
Before we get on to the fireworks, what's like the latest project you guys are working on? I know you're working with veterans. You're looking for veterans. What's like next on your agenda, like promotion wise or project wise?
Do you want me to get into it? Or?
I can cut it out if we need to.
No.
Okay.
So I think, full transparency for us, it's getting the business super dialed in. It's great to do these events, but at the end of the day, you want to, be hitting on all cylinders internally. So I know with our group, our main focus is having internally everybody kind of, whether it's property management, our flips, getting all of that dialed in. We kind of put all of that on the back burner. I would say these last couple weeks, we definitely have some projects in the works. I know we were talking about golf scrambles and stuff like that. That's definitely on my radar.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think internally, just all of us hitting on all cylinders. That's going to be our next chapter we dive into.
yeah. Now that the play's over, it's time to get back to the work for sure.
Yep.
I mean, and this thing, the original idea with this was much more smaller. I remember you telling me kind of like something for just
So
you guys and people involved with you guys. Now,
the original concept was just people that we do business with. It's realtors or contractors or you guys that we did our first podcast for our rent to own program. You highlighted with you guys. You know what I mean? People that kind of our intimate inner circle that we deal with daily. And then as we were having that discussion, Chamber of Commerce come to us and said, yeah, we want to do a ribbon cutting ceremony for you and like have, some news crew or something like that out there to shadow it. And we're like, well, why don't we just do both? You know what I mean?
Right.
And just kind of blow it out of the water a little bit. And I think it turned out way better than I thought it was going to, honestly.
it's been perfect.
I'm interested to get your perspective because this is Mark's first time seeing the Ohio Valley. And,
Oh, really?
He's heard of it in all of its glory on daily Zoom calls, but really fun having you up here. Thank you for making that trip.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Where are
to
you
have
coming from?
here.
I came up from Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been this is probably going to be the part you're going to have to cut out. No,
Or
I actually
explicit, doesn't matter.
I actually thought from the very beginning that they were both nuts. All I could do is just be supportive, and then I just kept hearing about everything that's going on, everything from okay, now we have 4 food trucks, and now we have other vendors, and now we have the news, and now we have 35,000 impressions on the internet. I'm
Yeah.
like, do we have enough space for 3,000 people here? Like, what's going on right now? And then we have thousands of dollars worth of fireworks. I'm like, okay, seriously, guys? Like, what's like, we're just starting out, right?
Right.
But both of my partners here really believe in, kind of like a big bang, grand opening and getting our name out there. And all I can really do is be supportive and be here and just be proud of where we are today.
Well, guys, I think we're about to make an even bigger bang here in a second.
I know. I'm excited. Yeah. Old boy over here went a little
I know.
crazy with the fireworks, but like you said, you can't make a first impression more than once. So
Don't let the fox in the hen house, boys. That's all I can tell you.
Well, we'll have you guys in the studio again real soon. You're going to be in town for a while.
yeah,
You
I'm
said,
gonna be in for a while. We got a lot of stuff to work on. So again, I appreciate you guys coming
for
through.
sure.
I
It's
mean,
been
the
a blast
music
all day.
was A1 as always. We never knew that was ever going to be an issue, but kind of just pivoting.
You don't know
and,
till there's silence, and then you're like, man.
And it was a first for you guys
Yeah, play on a wrestling ring.
playing on a wrestling ring. So we're glad we got to
Yeah, I was recreating all the
Pop
moves.
the proverbial cherry.
Yeah.
I was like in my mind recreating all the moves that like I watched WWE guys do.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes more sense now because you're basically on a trampoline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nice. And then like when you put your foot down, there's a loud noise. You can tell
Sure.
like it
Oh,
really
yeah.
like
Oh,
over
yeah.
exaggerates.
It's a
those
little
moves.
behind the scenes.
Yeah. It was a frying pan though.
Yeah.
Oh, I could
I had to
only
change my
imagine.
pants because I had those shorts on. I knelt down I changed my cables and I immediately just singed my
Yeah.
started cooking.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was waiting for the glass to break, man. I was coming out. You know.
It's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, yeah. I was waiting for it. I was like, it's in the playlist. I know he's got it.
Too funny.